Hello everyone, welcome to Caroline's Craftery. You're wondering what on earth is going on here. Well, I am getting ready for a scrapbook retreat. 4 days long, I'll be gone for 4 days. It's always so much fun. So I'm just getting my stuff ready. So I thought I'd just show you what I'm doing. And I'm holding my camera, so hopefully I've got a big bag here. It holds 12 by 12 papers, plus a lot of stuff. So we got that. Got a little paper trimmer. This is my my collage cluster book thing. I've got a video on that, so I'm taking that. My goal is to work on 12 single signature journals. So I've got to take a lot of stuff because I want to use a lot of pre-made stuff. So I've got my case that has all my ink sponge things in it for my distress inks. And one of my boxes, yes, one of my boxes, I have about, 7 or 8 boxes like this of embroidery floss. I like taking the embroidery floss because then I have all the colors I could dream of, and I use it for sewing. I can use it for binding, everything. Just a container, some odds and ends. I've got some strips of fabric for ties on tags, whatnot, a few goodies in there, even some Smarties. Here I've got some glues, my inks, just a few of my distress inks, a whole bunch of lace that I plan on maybe using. I've even got some fabrics. So I've tried to pick out stuff that I think I would use. These are going to be kind of basic, simple journals. And then a whole bunch of different tools. I've also got over here some scrapbook papers that I'm taking that will go with some of the journals I'm making, but all kinds of scissors, my stapler, rulers, a pen, some clips to hold my signatures. Yeah, just a whole bunch of goodies that I take. I've got a couple of, way over here in the corner, I've got a couple of those water paint brushes. They're great when you want to paint with some of the distress inks. Now, like I say, there's a big pile of lace here. I've got one of my lamps that I'm taking. I'm going to take a couple of these. Now, try to show you because I store a lot of my pre-made ephemera in these photo containers. I'm going to take a bunch of them. Now, normally I don't store them in the big cases. I store them in my scrappy cart. So, and then I've got a second one here with a whole bunch of stuff. Because of the fact that I have to take all my pre-made stuff. So there is that. Normally, these here containers, just swing around. I'll try to do it slowly. Excuse all the mess everywhere. I normally keep it in my scrappy cart. It works great and it holds a ton of stuff. The top I just emptied at one of these containers. I had all that stuff in, so I had to take it out. So then I have it. So just let me move these boxes. Okay, so I've got this bag. It holds a lot of stuff. It's actually, hubby had his fly tying materials in it, and he decided he didn't want it anymore. So I thought, that might be really good for taking to the retreat. So in here, I've got some wet wipes. I'm taking my homemade buttons as opposed to taking regular buttons. And then I've got 3 bigger containers. These are those Stamping Up stamps come in. So I've got 3 of those full of stuff. I've got a few of these that are empty, but I've got to put all that stuff, all of this stuff into there. So, and in the back here, I've got a journal in a bag. Now, I have been working on these a little bit, and I'm kind of mass producing them. So I'm doing all the different steps at the same time for each journal. And I think I've got, it's either 10 or 12. I can't remember. But let me show you the journals in a bag. Now, I've got each journal in a big Ziploc baggie. And in a little baggie, I have a bunch of cutouts. Now, the stuff in here is mostly from the kits, and then I will add other stuff to it. So I've got the kits all cut out. As I say, I have been working on these a bit. Got a few wine labels in this one because this is the wine one. And then a bunch of tags and whatnot from the kit. There's a couple leftover bits from the 12 by 12 paper, so I'll use them for pockets. I've added a few different papers, like a paper bag, some graph paper, blank music paper, etc. And then I also have all the pages from the kits folded in half. So it's a matter of putting them in the order that I want them. And then putting in the signatures. Now here's like some tea-dyed paper, a doily, graph paper, ledger paper, etc. Just kind of a variety, so I have them. Now each journal has its own bag and stuff from the kit in it. A couple envelopes, a couple of pockets, and then a piece of 12 by 12 paper cut down for the cover. Now by the time I put a back on this, or maybe not, depending on what's on the other side, that'll be for my cover. So then I've got like another one, etc. I also have these. Now I made one of these for each of the journals. I do have a video coming out very soon on these journal cover, whatever you want to call them. Made with a bunch of lace. This one I used a wine label for the front. Just some like muslin type fabric and a variety of laces. So then all that I got to do is glue that on the front of the journal. And the journal is pretty much done. I might add a few other things at the end. Who knows? But as I say, every journal has its own bag. This one here is a coffee one. You can see the cutouts there. You can see the journal cover, the pages, etc. And then the cardstock that I'm going to use for the cover, and so on and so forth down the line. Now I will be showing a video when I get home of all the stuff I managed to accomplish at the retreat. I'm going to cross my fingers and I'm going to hope that I at least get them sewn together and started, a good portion of it going. I think once I get going, it'll go pretty fast. So, yeah, I think this is a good thing. Nothing better than a journal in a bag. Okay, so I've got everything into the bags and containers. So I've just got a few goodies in here and a few cords and whatnot there. Inside I've got the 12 by 12 papers. I've got my ink dauber things, my threads down over there, big huge scissors and my long ruler, etc. I didn't show you this container. I kind of forgot about it. It was actually on the floor, but I've got my inks in there, my cluster binder, my little paper trimmer, a few odds and ends, scissors, my stapler, a couple dies over there that I might use, and glues and stuff, because in that way it all stays up, standing upright. And my lamp. This container here hasn't really changed. It was all what was in there when I showed you. The other one of these purple containers, I put like all my needles and the little tiny tools in one of those. Then when I'm there, I can just open up the container and have it sitting on the table, and it'll keep all the little tools together. And I threw all my lace in there as well, just kind of loosely. So there's that. Let me move that container. And then in here, the back is all my journals and journal in a bag. That's a good name for them, journal in a bag. I've got fabric in that one, some of the fabric in this one. And then in the very back, hasn't really changed, except I did throw these in. I made these last year at the retreat. And I'm going to add some of those to some of my journals. And then just basically the 3 big Stampin' Up! Containers. So now I can... I think I've got one more piece of lace that I want to... But it's 2 laces sewn together and I want to divide them, because I do want to use them. So I've got 1 container, 2 of those, my lamp, that, and that. So I don't think that's too bad. It seems like a lot, but when you see how much stuff some people bring, it's kind of crazy, but at times you need it all, and 4 days of crafting. Can't go wrong with that. So there is my pile of goodies out on my porch, waiting for tomorrow. We leave about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We arrive by 2, so it's not very far from my house. And I am ready for 4 days of laughs, good food. The food there is so good. And yeah, just having some fun and thinking of nothing but crafting. We will see you when I get back, and have fun. We'll see you soon. Bye.